Okay, so it's probably recording now. You people on the server can't hear me, right? Because if you can hear me, just tell me to shut up. So, I am testing out fraps using a game called Shattered Horizon, which I think everyone should know about, because it's crazy. So, Shattered Horizon is a multiplayer, first-person shooter, like Team Fortress 2, in the fact that, well, sort of. It doesn't play like Team Fortress 2, but that was an example. So, in Shattered Horizon, you are in two squadrons, well, there are two squadrons of people that are working to capture or protect points. So apparently in Shattered Horizon the moon got blown all to hell, and so there's asteroids everywhere. But there's also structures everywhere that were owned by two major corporations. And so those two major corporations are fighting between the moon structures, or I can't remember, in order to capture them. And so what you have to do is you have to kill the other players and hold or capture points. The interesting thing about Shattered Horizon is it is in space. So because it's in space, walking is really, really weird. You mainly fly around. You also die a lot. You also don't really choose classes. Like, you could choose what weapons you're equipped with. Oh yeah, there's also ranks, which I'm not sure what those are for yet. You can walk around. So you can press F to attach yourself to a surface. And you can walk around on surfaces and things like that. Or you can just fly around. You can also boost yourself around, like you can't just fly, but you can boost. But when you're not boosting, you're more stealthy. And the interesting thing about the radar down here is, notice it measures depth and position. It gets hard to get used to, like so does this game. But the interesting thing about the radar in this game is that it only shows enemies, and it shows where all your allies are, but the only enemies it shows are ones that you or your players can spot. So, the radar doesn't give away everything. This game also has a grenade launcher, so because we're in space, throwing grenades won't work very well. So you use E to throw the grenades, and instead of throwing them, you launch them. And so the longer you hold E, see that radial that fills up? The farther the grenade is shot. There is a melee, which is V. And so you choose your weapon when you come out. So you always have your pistol, I believe, and something else. I'm really bad at this game. But it's really fun. Thing is, because it wasn't a large title and it's not free to play, like you buy it on Steam, it didn't really get a large audience, so there's few servers running. Today there's only 2 servers. But luckily a lot of the servers have bots running, so even if no one's on, you can still play. And what they didn't have when the game first released is they have single player, so you can just play offline against bots and practice. And I think you might still get an experience with that. So even if no one is online or only bot servers are online, this game's still fun to play. But I think the more people that bought it, the better a game would be, so that we could have some servers up. So at first the game is very disorienting, especially when you're walking around on surfaces and you're like, which way is up? And, you know, WASD isn't always forward, you know, everything's just relative to your position. But after a while, you start getting used to it. One of the hardest parts I got with this game is accuracy, but where you shoot really matters. Like, if you shoot, like, their head, you know, obviously that does extra damage, but you can also shoot their air tanks or their booster packs, and it will cause them to explode if you can manage to get, like, a few good shots or one really good shot. Depending on which weapon you're having. I have, you know, the assault rifle. But there's also a railgun, a semi-automatic. There's different weapons, but I prefer this one. Because sometimes you get into close combat. Oh, I was EMP'd. That's right, there are multiple types of grenades. So when you're EMP'd, you move slower, you can't boost, you have no radar. Things like that. Luckily there's no lives in this game. That would suck so much. It also does require a semi-good GPU, like, you can't use a super crappy one. But you can turn a lot of the options off. But I tried playing it on my old laptop, which had problems running the flashlight on Half-Life 2, and I got about, what, 5 frames per second? And it was super pixely, with all the graphics all the way down. It was terrible. So it doesn't require a super killer PC. This isn't Crysis 2, but you can't be using a really crappy computer. It seems that this is just an assault match. We don't have any capture points, so it's just kill other players right now. because the servers usually change maps and stuff, so this isn't the only map. Since this is an assault one, there's not many structures, it's just mainly asteroids. Yeah. Snipers are so mean in this game. Like if you think... Ooh! I'll rank. Like if you think snipers are mean in regular games, it's really hard here because you have to look in all 3 dimensions to where that sniper could be hiding. Because he could be flying around, or he could be attached to a surface. Like, you never know. And the thing is, if he's not using his booster pack, he's stealthy, so he's harder to find on the radar. And he doesn't have a big light glowing around him. Like, I believe you can also turn it off. Your boost pack all the way, which makes you super stealthy. And if you can manage to hit someone in the back with this ice pick, it's an instant kill. So it is really, really hard to get melees, but melees are really, really strong. Because players often don't get really close to each other. Another thing is that your players talk automatically, but you can also use microphone and text chat. But like if someone's shooting, it'll automatically say that they're taking heavy fire, and you notice that those icons down there on the radar, the radial down there, the blue ones are allies. You'll notice that their icons turn to a microphone when they're talking, so you can tell who's talking and where they are. So if they say taking heavy fire, you don't just have to guess by what you can hear, but you can also check on your radars where their position is. So obviously here, like up and down position are up and down, and see that how there's this circle within the circle. So that represents how far away they are, so they'll be darker and like that if they're farther back. And if you're facing them, you know, they'll be more like a glowy circle rather than a hollow circle. Ah, see, close combat. Ice pick. I don't think it's an actual ice pick, but yeah, they do a lot of damage. I want to close combat him. Oh, he didn't die. Now he did. So, my problem solved. Ah! I suck at this game. This is my first time playing it in a few months. Like a long time. Oh, has it been a year? Yeah. No, wait, no. I played it at Gardner's house. His computer could run it. So yeah, that's why I have 5 hours logged. Only 5, because my old computer wouldn't run it. So yeah, this is on Steam. You should play it with me. You should play it with me. And not Squeeblies. No. I don't think Ben's computer will run. Ben's computer will probably not run. Fly. Fly. Yeah, the boost doesn't last for long, because see that bar to the left? That's my boostiness. And I think that bar to the right might be my health. I don't know anymore. I'm gonna launch a grenade. Ooh. Oh, I launched it way too far. I should probably change my configuration, maybe test around different weapons so you can see what they can do, but I forgot what button that is. Escape. Those are options. Comma, period, semicolon, slash, brackets, tilde, tab. No, tab is score. Which I will be sad if I look at it, probably. Yeah. Oh god, we're losing so bad. 17 to 57. We are doing so terrible. And I believe those numbers on the 2 sides of the radar, I think those are the range which it shows in, but I can't be sure. Ooh, boxes. No, there's a few other players. See, look, because it says bot right next to them if they're a bot. See, Landon is a bot. Sydney's a bot. I'm not a... No, it didn't. It did not say I was a bot. See, that's a bot. TSP Secmine 27 killed Carla. But look, Nirishma, Nirasima, I cannot pronounce, is killing bots. So there's someone who's human on the opposing team. At least one person. Klaus is a bot. See, there's that person who kills all my bot friends. Robots are cool. Don't kill them. Oh, I've just proven that I am less cool than robots. No, I still don't know how to change my weapon in game. I totally forgot. Oh, Z and X. Yeah, that's right. They can rotate you like this. Why would the numpads? Why would numbers do that? Today is the day you probably kill me. See, I was correct. I can predict the future. So, yes, I did. I tried semicolon. I tried everything. Okay, not everything, but backspace equals entered. Numbers function. Oh, here it is. So I'll show you all the different guns. So secondary weapons. So yeah,